Hello there. So Rob here in Phnom Penh City, Cambodia. That's right. So I just want to talk a little bit about some of my recent videos about Phnom Penh and where to live, Siem Reap versus Phnom Penh, and Phnom Penh versus Siem Reap, and the ups and downs, the differences, and what you get from both places or what you don't get. Right now, I've had a lot of positive comments, a lot of somewhat negative comments, a lot of people disagreeing, a lot of people agreeing with me. But again, that's not the point of the exercise, not the point of the video, right? The point of the video is to express my feelings, not yours, to my audience, which is largely international across the world. Very few people in Cambodia who live here actually watch my YouTube videos. That's number one. So I make these videos to help people in the West, Europe, America, Australia, wherever else they may be, South America, to help understand my experiences, what I feel, how I've lived the last 3 years here. So yeah, I mean, and I have a lot of experience with it because I've been here for so long. I mean, I've been out several times, of course, to other countries, including Malaysia, Thailand, and a couple of others I can't remember. And yeah, it's just, for me, Cambodia is a great country to live in because it's small, it's easy to get around, it's cheap to get around because you can use an extensive bus network with hundreds of companies to get pretty much anywhere for like $8 to $14 a ride. That includes like a 6-hour ride to Siem Reap or 5.5 hour ride from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap and back each way. So it's very, very affordable, and that's great. So I don't fly from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap or vice versa because it's just crazy. You pay far too much money, and plus the inconvenience of getting to the airport, which is so far outside of Siem Reap now, and then having to deal with the check-in, the security, and all the airport bullshit. I just don't like it. I avoid flying as much as I possibly can. And that's why I take the buses here, because they're very affordable, they're very fast. I don't find them dangerous. Of course, there are accidents from time to time. I've taken them at least 20 to 30 times over the past 2-3 years, and I've never had a problem. Everything's been safe. Drivers are good. I mean, they drive fast. They honk all the time because they get people aware that they're behind them, and that's good. So, I mean, for me, living in Phnom Penh, after I've lived in Kampot, in Siem Reap, and Phnom Penh several times, each 3 places, I just find Phnom Penh living better. Because why? It's just an international city, and it gives me more options to go to places, to restaurants, and walking areas. Siem Reap is very small for that. Okay, you can walk along the little mini riverside there, and you can also go to the Angkor Wat complex and walk around there, which is pretty nice, yes, because it's a lovely old forest. In Kampot, you're also quite limited unless you drive up to the mountains. You can walk the riverside, which is about maybe 1 kilometer long. So you got to walk back and forth 3 to 4 times to get some mileage in. So yeah, I would always drive up to the mountains in Kampot to go for nice hikes, which was very nice. But again, after a while, it gets boring because it's always the same thing. You're not allowed to walk up most mountains. It's simply not allowed, and the reason for that is they are protected because I think they still worry about landmines being there. I don't know if that's the case, but I could only find one trail where I was allowed to walk up in the Kampot area. We can go up Bokor Mountain with your motorbike, but there's nowhere to walk around there because once you're up, it's all flat, and there's nothing to hike. So again, Phnom Penh offers just so many gyms, health centers, which I don't really use because I do everything in nature anyway. Lovely parks with lots of greenery, trees, the riverside, which is huge, over the Diamond Island for walk. Because I walk and walk and walk, you see. Many hotel resorts with lovely swimming pools, which are super cheap to use and get in for the day. It's talking between $3 and $10, depending on which one you choose or which kind of category star-wise. And you have the same. And what else? You got great street food here too. You've got a much more diverse expat community and local community too. I find the people here more accessible. The expats, I find the expat community more down to earth because they're more serious than in places like Kampot and Siem Reap, which in my experience, again, this is my experience, are mostly drinking cities. I mean, Kampot's the drinking capital of Cambodia, I think, because whenever I go out anywhere, be it in the morning, midday, or evening, everybody's drinking beer. All the expats are drinking beer already at 9 in the morning. And so have many locals, by the way. And the same applies to Siem Reap, you know, Soxian Road and around that area in particular, there's lots of Western bars, and you can see people drinking there all times of day, and on the riverside too. Again, Westerners and locals as well. You see that here in Phnom Penh too, but it's mostly on the riverside area because the people over there are a little bit, how should I say, lower class. I'm sorry to say that, or dropouts, or just not as affluent as the people who are living in this area, PK1 and Basak Lane, where I am right now for one more night. So you don't see that here. The walking here is wonderful. I just hop over to the Independence Monument and walk at Independence Park, which just goes on for miles and miles. If you go all the way up to Diamond Island, or if you cross over to the Royal Palace, it's fantastic, and there's lovely people, and nobody disturbs you. There's no drunks, there's no tuk-tuks asking you to take rides. You're left in peace, and that's very important to me. So I just simply feel that the best option is to base yourself in Phnom Penh, and then travel weekends to other places. Do a weekend in Kampot. Go to Korong Kosarom for a weekend, or three or four nights. Go to Siem Reap for 2 or 3 or 4 nights on another weekend. Go to Mondulkiri Mountains for 2, 3, 4 nights. We need about 2, 3, 4 nights there, because it takes about 8 hours to get there from Phnom Penh, I guess. I haven't made it there, unfortunately. It's supposed to be very, very beautiful. That's where the coffee comes from. The coffee plantations are from Mondulkiri, and the Cambodian coffee I find is wonderful. So that's what I recommend. You've got everything you need in Phnom Penh. It's a proper big city, internationalized, westernized, and it's relatively safe. In these areas, it's very safe. Nothing will happen to you unless you do stupid things like I did over the Christmas New Year period. I went out, had a bit too much to drink, and I had my phone stolen. So phone snatching is very common here, as is bag snatching, so you've got to be careful and vigilant about that. But again, it was my fault. I don't blame Cambodia for that at all. It was me. And that's what I understand, so that's it. And again, it happens in every city all over the world. It's just the nature of the world's day. Scammers are everywhere, thieves are everywhere, petty thieves. There's no major crime here. I mean, there are some domestic violence issues with the locals, I believe, but that's very, very minimal in comparison to the West. And the amount of crime and gun-related killings in the USA that happened over there, you know, and rapes and everything, like break-ins and so on, burglaries. It doesn't happen here, and you're totally safe. Only if you do stupid things, as I said. So anyway, that's my tip. Base yourself in Phnom Penh. Make sure you have enough income or retirement income, or you have work, and then you can travel on weekends. Every other weekend, I would suggest. You don't have to go every weekend, it's just too much. That's it. Those are my ideas. I'm making myself scarce for the next couple of months from Cambodia, because I'm traveling myself to a couple of other cities in countries in Southeast Asia, which starts tomorrow, and I will follow up from there when I get there. Okay. All the best from Rob here in Cambodia, and I will see you on the next video, which will be from another country, most likely. Maybe I'll do one more tomorrow before I take off. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Rob's Health Crunch. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. There is more great content on the way from me about Cambodia, health, fitness, wellness, real healthy food, and great lifestyle habits. Don't forget to enable notifications so you'll know when the latest video is posted. Until then, here's some other great content I think you will enjoy.